Hello students, welcome to the English class. This is Neha Pai from Soundarya PU College and today's topic is passive voice. Before going to the topic, let us know what is sentence. A sentence is a group of words arranged in a systematic way and delivers complete meaning. Sentence helps us to express ourselves with the proper arrangement of the words. Any sentence we take will have two parts in it, that is the subject and a predicate. For example, Raj drove his car. In this example, Raj is the subject and the rest part of the sentence is predicate. So, the predicate part will have verb and the object. The sentence, what we express or what we use to communicate with each other, can be of two types, in active voice and in passive voice. What is active voice? Let us know what is active voice in detail. The sentence which is an active voice will be in this form. That is, in the sentence will have subject, then verb, then object. So in this sentence, the subject acts upon the object. We have an example over here. He bought a car. In this example, he is the subject, bought is the verb, and a car is the object. The same sentence can be expressed in passive form also. So what is this passive voice or passive form of sentence? In these sentences, the structure of the sentence will be in this form. First, we'll have object, then verb, then subject. So in these passive sentences, the object is acted upon the subject. I'll repeat it again. In passive form of sentences, the object is acted upon the subject. So the object, a car, verb, was bought, subject, by him. The same sentence which was expressed earlier in active voice, he bought a car, is again expressed. Little bit structure of the sentence is changed, and the same sentence is here, a car was bought by him. This sentence is in passive form. So here in these two sentences you can observe that the meaning of the sentence will never change. It remains the same. Here, the person bought a car, and when we express that in the passive form, the car was bought by that person. She bought a car was bought by her. I bought a car was bought by me. So the meaning of the sentence will never change. It will remain same. Only the structure of the sentence would be changed. So, if we need to change the active voice sentence to passive voice, we have certain rules to follow. And these rules are structured. So, let us go in depth. What are those rules? If we need to change the voice of the sentence, we need to change the verb of the sentence and the object and subject vice versa. Here you can see the object and the subject was altered. In the active voice, we give more importance to subject because he bought a car. Wherein in passive voice, the object is given more importance. Okay? And this is vice versa. You can also observe a slight change in verb. Here we have in active voice direct verb, bought. And in the passive form, we have bought with an auxiliary verb was. So when we change from active to passive, or when we speak in passive voice sentences, when we express the sentence in passive voice, we always have such verbs, that is the verb with auxiliaries. And we also can see by. What is this by? Let us move on to the rules of this changing verb. You will get to know step by step what are those changes. Basic rules in changing the voice. Rule number one. Rule number one, as we have already seen in the earlier example, structure of the sentence will be reversed. You can have another example here. He buys a camera. He buys a camera. Buys is the verb which is in present form. It's a present tense. He is the subject. A camera is the object. So let us reverse the object and subject first. Camera, the object, goes to first. A camera, now because it is in present tense, the sentence is in simple present tense. Buys. So because it is in present tense, I shall use a present auxiliary verb is. A camera is. Then let me present the verb in past participle. That is a very important rule. Whenever we express the sentence in passive form, we shall remember that the verb will always be in its past participle form, or we can call it as V3 form. So a camera is bought by him. He, subject, the pronoun form of him, he is him, which will be in the passive form. Rule number two. Only the third form of verb, that is the past participle form of verb, will be used. As I have told you, water fills the tub. Fills is in simple present. Now the object tub will be in the first position. The tub is, fills. Fill is the main verb. Filled is the past form. Filled is also the past participle for the word fill. So the tub is filled with water. Here I used by, here I used with. You can observe these are alien elements so far because you don't know why should we use them. That is explained in the rule number 3. Rule number 3 says we shall use agents such as by, with, to make the sentence comfortable, to make the sentence understandable, or to not change the meaning of the sentence. To keep the meaning of the sentence remain same, we use such agents. So here also you have another sentence, she drinks water. She drinks water. Drinks is in present, simple present tense. So the object is water. Water, because it is simple present tense, I use simple auxiliary verb is. Water is. Again, the verb should be in V3 form. Drink is the main verb. Drank is the past form of the verb, that is V2, and drunk is the V3. So I shall use drunk. Water is drunk by. By is our agent here. So water is drunk by her, where the meaning of the sentence remains same. It will never change. Rule number 4. Rule number 4 says auxiliary verb would be changed in some of the sentence. Not all sentence, some of the sentence emphasizes on changes in auxiliary verb. For example, someone is following us. Someone is following us. It was one, we don't know who it is. So there we used is as the auxiliary verb. And following is the verb which is in continuous form. So the sentence is in present continuous. And object is us. So the pronoun form, the other pronoun form of us is we. So we, now because we is in plural form, it is not a singular subject. So we are. So is auxiliary is changed to are. And because it is a continuous sentence, we use being. Being in the passive form of sentence. B-E-I-N-G, being. Again, the main verb will be in its third form. Follow will change to followed. We are being followed by someone. Rule number 5. Subject may not be always mentioned. Some of the sentence demand for the presence of the subject in the third place, but in some of the sentence we need not repeat the subject because the meaning of the sentence will be clear. One example I do have here, I do my homework. I do my homework, and the passive form is my homework is done. So my homework is done, I'll be doing my homework, and that shows the sentence is in passive form and active form both. Need not repeat by me or I here again. Some sentences omit the subject. So let us have a quick recap. We shall follow 5 important rules, and those 5 rules are: rule number 1, structure of the sentence will be reversed. Rule number 2, only the third form of the verb, that is past participle form of verb, will be used. Rule number 3, agents such as by, with, to will be used before subject in the passive voice. Rule number 4, auxiliary verb would be changed. And rule number 5, subject may not be always mentioned. So let us have some more example and understand it in much more clarity. Anna hits the ball. Anna, our subject, hits is verb, the ball is the object, hits is the verb which is in simple present tense. Now let us interchange the subject and object when we are changing the sentence into passive voice. The ball, because it is hits, simple present tense, is the auxiliary verb here, and hit is the main verb, hit is the past form of the verb, and hit itself is the V3 form of verb in some of the verbs. So here hit remains the same, it won't be changed as anything. The ball is hit by Anna. By is our agent, is hit is what the changes in the verb we did, and subject and object you can see that we have reversed. Sand fills the jar. The jar is filled by Sarah. Sarah ate cheese. Cheese was eaten by Sarah. We are playing cricket. Here you can observe we are playing. We are playing is present continuous. When the sentence is in present continuous, we shall use being in the past passive form of sentence. So we are playing cricket. What was being played? Cricket was being played. So cricket are shows that it is in present continuous. So cricket is, auxiliary are was for we, and cricket, it is singular subject. So is because it is playing, it is continuous, present continuous, we are supposed to use being. Cricket is being. Play is our main verb. Play, played, played. V3 is played. So cricket is being played by, who's the we? We in the next pronoun form of we is us. So cricket is being played by us. I have given you the sentences which are in simple present, simple past, and present continuous, past continuous also, so that these examples would help you to change the sentence. So next sentence is past continuous. Sheila was writing a letter. It is past, but still the work is in continuous form. Past continuous. So object is a letter, then was, because letter also is singular, Sheila also singular, here no change of auxiliaries, it remains same. A letter was, again it is writing continuous. So wherever the continuous sentence come, when you are changing them to passive voice, being should be written. So a letter was being, what is the main verb of writing? The main verb is write. Past form of write is wrote, and past participle, that is V3, is written. So in passive sentences, we are supposed to use only past participle, that is V3 form of verb. So a letter was being written by Sheila. By is our agent and subject Sheila will come to the end. Let us have some more example. Rama killed Ravana. Very simple. Rama killed Ravana. Killed shows that the sentence is in simple past. Rama killed Ravana. Now interchange the subject and object. Ravana, because Ravana is singular, that is the subject is singular. Was. Why do you take was? Because it is killed. If here the sentence would be Rama kills Ravana, kills, K-I-L-L-S, kills, then you were supposed to use is. Ravana is. But here it is killed. The work is already done. It is in the past form. So we are supposed to use was. Ravana was killed by Rama. Raju kills a snake. A snake kills. Okay, kills. I have given the similar kind of sentence so that you will identify the difference. Here it is killed, here kills. So how am I supposed to change the verb when it is in present tense, simple present tense? It's a simple. You are supposed to use present auxiliary. A snake is, again, verb is kill, killed is the past form and killed will be the past participle form. A snake is killed by Raju. The cat killed the rat. The rat, it is killed. So, was killed by the cat. The boy was making a kite. Here you can observe it is past continuous. Past continuous, the boy was making a kite. Interchange the subject and object. A kite was, because a kite is singular subject, was, add being because it is a continuous form. Being, what is the past? V3 of the word make. Make, made and made. So write, keep the V3 form made. By who? The boy. So the sentence will interchange. The kite was being made by the boy. He has stolen my watch. Students, please observe this kind of the sentence also can appear. Here you have a present perfect sentence. Okay, because the present of has shows you the sentence is in perfect. So here it is present perfect sentence. What is the speciality of present perfect sentence? You can observe that in the sentence present perfect sentence, the verb is already in its V3 form. So you will not worry for any changes here. It is very easy. When the sentence is in present perfect, what has to be added is been. B-E-E-N. Been. Not ing form of be, it is been. So you can see the sentence. He has stolen my watch. My watch has been. Been. B-E-E-N. Been. Stolen again will remain same because it is V3 only. So you need not change the verb at all. Stolen, agent by, and who is stealing? Who is stealing it? He. So change the pronoun form, write it as him. So the sentence will change and it will be like this. My watch has been stolen by him. Where the meaning of the sentence will remain same and there is no changes. Let us move on to further more examples. Here you can observe I have shown you the tense form of the sentence, then active sentences and passive sentences. Let us go on to the first sentence here. I do my homework. In what tense it is? It is in present simple, simple present tense. I do my homework. Interchange of my homework and I. See here, my homework is, because it is do, simple present, is, what is the V3 form of do? Do, did, done, done. and need not repeat I here. I've told you some sentences can omit the subject in the object part because the meaning of the sentence is satisfied. Need not prolong it with an agent and the repetition of the subject. Fine. Here I am doing my homework. The same sentence is written in the continuous form. You can see present continuous. I am doing, my work is going on. I am doing my homework. My homework, because it is present continuous, is, and because it is continuous, being, and what is the V3 form of do? Done. My homework is being done. Past form. Let us see the same sentence with past form. How will I say that I did my homework? So the sentence I did my homework is in active voice. I say that I did my homework. I finished doing my homework. Now I say it in passive form. My homework was done because it is a did. Past form, I add auxiliary was and I will keep the verb in the V3 form, that is past participle form, done. Next, past continuous. I was doing my homework. So here, my homework was being done. I hope the sentence is very clear now. And why are you using being? Being because the sentence is continuous in active form. And why are you using was? Because it is in past form. Active sentence, if it is in past form, you use was or were as auxiliaries. If the sentence is in present form, then you use is or are or arer as auxiliaries. Present perfect. I have done my homework. I have shows. What does it show you? Have, has, had. Presence of these words shows you that it is in perfect. So I have done. Already in the sentence you have V3 form because it is a perfect sentence. I have done my homework. I have done. It's completed. I have done my homework. So my homework have will change to has because it is singular. I am also doing it. Even subject I is singular. Why do this change? Because I and you will always come along with have, not has. So here it has to go with have, wherein when you change, the object becomes prominent. My homework has, and because it is perfect, add B-double-E-N, B-E-E-N, been, and done. What if the sentence is already in past perfect? I had done my homework. My homework had been done. Next, what if it is in future? I will do my homework. I am not done yet. I am not doing it yet. Modals, I must do my homework. My homework must be done. And modal perfect, I should have done my homework. My homework should have been done. In all these you can observe, will is added with be form. Will be. Going to be. Must be. And should have been. So it should be, when it comes to future, it has to be with be form of words along with the auxiliaries or modals present in the sentence. I will do my homework. My homework will be, do will change to done, which will remain the same, that is changing into past participle form will remain the same for all the sentences. Only changes you have to observe is the verb. When you observe the verb, you will have to change the verb a little bit. Was can be added, was can be eliminated, is can be changed to are, was can be changed to were, and when you see a perfect sentence, been should be added. When you see a continuous sentence, being should be added. Last slide of the day. Here also you have another sentence. Only changes is I have changed the sentence. He receives a letter. There I started the sentence with I, and here my sentence is he. I mean the subject is he. He receives a letter. Receives is the present, simple present form. The verb receive is in its yes form. Yes form shows that it is in simple present. He receives a letter. A letter, because it is simple present, is, what is the main verb? Receive. And what is the V3 of receive? Receive, received and received. So V3 is received. So a letter is received by him. He is receiving a letter, present continuous. A letter is being received by him. Simple past. He received a letter. Received, already he has received the letter. So a letter, because it is past form, was received by him. He was receiving a letter. Was receiving, he was just receiving the letter. A letter was being received by him. He has received a letter. A letter has been received by him. He had received a letter. Past perfect. Had. Here it is present perfect. So been. Here also past perfect. So been. A letter had been received by him. He will receive a letter. Future. Simple future. Will receive. So after will, what should be there? Addition of be, be form. A letter will be received by him. Going to, this is a modal. He is going to receive a letter. A letter is going to be received by him. Going is going to. Is going to be. Be is added here. Letter has. He has to receive a letter. A letter has to be received by him. He should. Should is a modal. He should receive a letter. A letter should be received by him. He should have received a letter. A letter should have been received by him. Okay, this is the last slide, and I am ending this topic. I hope all the doubts are clear, and try to change active voice to passive voice using simple sentences first. Then going on, you can change it in all the different tenses.